Planet. I am your host, Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight. And guys, happy holidays to you and yours out there from myself and from everyone here in the Plastic Planet, including Copabot. Copabot, you want to say happy holidays, everybody?
Try not to get food poisoning when you are consuming your annual festive swine.
All right, well, anyway, Copa's in a little bit of a bad mood because he doesn't really like to get dressed up. As you guys can see, we have him all decked out here as Copa Claus, and I thought maybe he'd want to play the role of dressing up last year and being a jackass, but I guess not. But that's okay.
I look ridiculous, and you are an asshole.
All right, buddy. Well, anyway, I got a couple new collectibles to show off to you guys tonight. Nothing really big. I've been kind of slowing down in my collecting over the last couple weeks just because of the holidays, and I also made a very large purchase that I'll tell you guys about in a later video. It's not really a collecting kind of purchase, but it actually will help out the channel a great deal, so I'm really excited about that. But that has kind of hampered my ability to be, bringing in more and more shit, as has the holidays, of course. I need to, spend some of my dollar on some of my loved ones. Have to do that as well. So anyway, so my new haul this week is a little bit tampered down. So I thought instead I'd show you guys a little bit, and maybe this isn't fun, but I think it's kind of fun. I thought I'd show you guys a little bit. I'm going to be cleaning up some of these detolfs behind me and reposing some of these awesome Sideshow and Hot Toy Star Wars figures, because I'm so excited about Star Wars right now, guys, and I think it goes unsaid as to why. So anyway, guys, let's get on it, guys. Let's do it. It should be fun, right, Copabot?
This video will suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Nick Nack's Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Nick Nack!
Transmission 129.
Alright, guys, so check it out. I have repos. This is my old Sideshow Collectibles Emperor. This is not the Hot Toys version that just came out a year or two ago. And, I whiffed on that Hot Toys Emperor and Throne because I had this guy, and I felt this guy still kind of held up. And part of me still kind of, I don't know, part of me does kind of regret not picking up the Hot Toys Emperor. But so I really wanted to get this guy looking a little bit better up here, and I thought he kind of looked like shit before. So anyway, I have redone him a little bit already. I should have gotten you guys a before shot. I was kind of working on this a little bit last night before I started shooting video. But I think he looks really better now. I've got his hood pulled down a little bit further, so you don't see his eyes so much. You just see that snarling, nasty-looking mouth of his. And of course, I do love that this was the exclusive of this particular item that came with the bony-ass fingers, up in the air, and a lot of people make, pull my finger jokes every time they see this figure. But I think it looks really damn cool. It looks like he's barking at somebody and, putting out, giving Lord Vader a command or something, or barking at one of his dignitaries. I don't know. I kind of like it. So anyway, here he is. I think he looks pretty decent. I really need to get a better backdrop for this detolf. That's a little print off I did a long time ago and just put it in a frame, and I don't think it looks very good. So anyway, this thing needs a better background, but in the future. But still, I think he looks pretty damn cool. Next up, I kind of moved around my DX7 Luke Skywalker here, my battle-damaged DX7 Luke Skywalker, and I know Hot Toys is going to come out with a new Bespin Luke Skywalker here in a year or two, but for now, this guy is really damn awesome, and he'll always have a place in my collection, to be honest. Even if I pick up the new Hot Toys Bespin Luke that's coming out, he'll always have a place because he just looks great. I love the battle damaged on him. I love his torn shoulder and everything. You guys have shown off this figure 100 times on the channel, so I won't get into too much detail on that, but I do like like how I got him before. I kind of had him in a real static pose, just kind of standing straight up. I kind of gave him a little bit of a trunk twist in his midsection there, kind of like having his lightsaber tossed off to the side, clenching a little bit of a fist as he's up on top of these two stands. This stand right here that he's on, this actually came with my Sideshow Collectibles IG-88 a number of years back, and this is the stand that Luke came with. So I kind of combined the two. I don't know if that makes any sense. So we got an empty detail shelf up here. This is usually where my K2SO and Jen Urso from Rogue One live. Let's just kind of see how dusty it is. This is way up on the top. I'm way up again on the top of my detail shelf here. I'm on a step ladder, as I mentioned before. As you guys can see, I'm trying to pan the camera kind of slow so I don't make anyone dizzy here. But yeah, so anyway, let's see how dusty it's gotten up here. I'm just going to kind of do a finger test. You guys can see, it's got a marginal amount of dust up here. Not a ton, but still, that's, it's inside a detail. That's a little disturbing. I should probably weatherproof these suckers someday. I say that every year, but maybe someday I should actually do that. So yeah, and it is a little bit of an eyesore there. I know I've got that light there. There's the sticky holding up the next shelf's light, but of course I never see that from where I'm sitting or where I stand when I walk by the shelf. So anyway, well let's get a little duster. Let's get a little duster up here, and let's. So my little pro tip, and God, this is just probably common sense, but I use a really mild glass cleaner when I clean my shelves up, and I also use just a nice soft spare rag, as opposed to like paper towels. Paper towels sometimes will leave a residue on your glass. If you've ever used it, if you ever had that happen, like little bristles of the paper will come off onto your shelves and look like shit. So I always try to use a rag. It's a nice soft rag. Alrighty guys, well here is Jen Urso and K2SO out of the shelf. I don't think I've ever shown these guys off outside of their shelves since I reviewed them back in, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 years ago now on the Plastic Planet. So anyway, here they are. These are two awesome figures, and I really enjoy having them in my collection. And let's see how much dust they've accumulated. We can just kind of do a test on the stand here. As you can see, Jen's got quite a bit of dust built up on her stand. And K2SO, yeah, it would seem so as well. So anyway, that's no bueno. That's no bueno, guys. So I'm going to clean these guys up a little bit with Jen Urso's black costume here. She's in that that gunner suit, that Imperial gunner suit. Yeah, you really can kind of see the dust on her, so that sucks. I'm going to use a different kind of rag on her. I'm just going to use this really nice soft baby washcloth on her, and I'm not even going to wet it. I'm just going to try to run it around her a little bit and try to get some of that dust off, because I don't want that. So anyway, that sucks. But anyway, if you guys have any really good dusting tips for me, I'd love to hear them. How you guys dust high-end collectibles, especially Hot Toys. I would love to hear that. So anyway, gonna give these guys a little bit of a cleanup and get them into the shelf. So yeah, I just wiped down this gunner helmet a little bit with that dry, soft washcloth, and it's made a huge difference there. You guys can see how shiny it is now. So that's good. Alrighty guys, so check it out. I got K2SO all dusted up here, and I really had to be careful with him, just because of his little tusks there. I mean, yeah, that would have sucked to break those off.
Eat shit, knick-knack. You never dust me.
Oh, sorry, Copabot. Sorry, buddy. Hope you don't feel that way. Sorry, man.
Fuck you.
But yeah, K2SO is fucking awesome. What an awesome looking robot. I mean, he's like one of the coolest looking robots I own.
You suck, knick-knack.
Yeah, so K2SO and Jen are back up in their shelf, all dusted up. I think they look a lot better. Maybe not like 100% better, but a lot better overall. K2SO is so tall, he actually has a hard time standing in a standard factory level detail shelf. So yeah, but anyway, I do need to get a nicer background in here at some point, but I think they look pretty good up here. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I think over here, this is the shelf that I keep my one of my Jedi, Hot Toys Jedi Luke Skywalkers and Yoda. Look at all that dust. So anyway, got to get to work on this one too. So on my Jedi Luke Skywalker here with the awesome windswept hair, I got him in a little bit of a different pose than I had him before, as you guys saw. I still am using the swinging lightsaber effect, as you guys can see, but it's sort of more of a straight on, so you don't see the blurring effect so much unless you look at it from a different angle. And again, with the blurring effect, it's kind of a tricky game to get it in the exact right pose, because I mean, you don't want to have the figure in any kind of static position with that lightsaber effect, 'cause it just doesn't look right. He needs to look like he's either in the middle of his backswing or swinging that thing. And so I think kind of what I'm doing right now, it looks like he's kind of coming out of his backswing a little bit with it, and it looks really, really good. And I do love the windswept hair on this figure. That's right, like one of the real reasons I wanted to buy the deluxe, because I already had the regular version, was just to get that windswept hair. I know I'm a real chump, but I also positioned the hilt a little differently in his hand. I've got him a little less choked up on the hilt. I think that's the right term. I don't know. I didn't play a lot of baseball as a kid, but I got his hand gripped a little less choked up on the hilt, kind of reminiscent of the movie poster itself. And that's another reason why I really like the windswept hair look. So anyway, I'm really liking that pose a lot. I think it looks pretty dynamite. I don't know. What do you guys think? Looking pretty good. So anyway, I'm happy. Probably dust this record too. I've got this original Return of the Jedi motion picture soundtrack LP and a nice LP frame. I should probably dust this too. It looks great, doesn't it? I love that. So iconic. So I got my Yoda all reposed up here too. It didn't do much to him. Just kind of futzed with his Jedi robe a little bit there. Kind of how. Actually, I kind of want his head just a little bit more down than that. Just a little bit more down. I don't want to fuck it up. Okay. Anyway, I forgot this little lantern lights up. That's always kind of cool. Of course, I always need to keep it off. Batteries will drain out in like an hour. But yeah, he looks really, really good. Maybe a little there, just a little out of place there. Yeah, looking really, really good. I love that a lot. So this is a good shelf now. I mean, not that it was a bad shelf before, but I think I like it a little more than how I have it now. Looking really, really good. So that's pretty damn awesome. Yeah, pat on my back, because that's freaking awesome. Looks great. Alrighty guys, so the next shelf I'm just going to do a little bit of tweaking on and just kind of clean up a little bit. That's my Anakin Skywalker shelf. I've got the Sith version of Anakin Skywalker up here on top of the mining droid. Then I have the regular version down here. Now what I'm going to kind of fix in this shelf is, some of you guys might cringe that I actually have this in this shelf, these really kick-ass collectibles. But I put this lava rock in here. And as you guys can see, I've got this red kind of motion LED light up here. It's actually a Halloween light for the outside. But I have it in here and it looks really, really cool. Kind of splashes off the white backdrop up there and gives it sort of that volcanic Mustafar look, and then it really plays off this lava rock really well. But this lava rock has started breaking down over time. Not like I do anything or mess with it, but it's getting dusty, and I'm kind of afraid it could fall down into these other shelves and potentially damage some of these figures, although I have strategically placed, less valuable figures below it. I don't know, my R5D4 is probably worth something, so is that Tusken Raider, but I mean, I feel like they're pretty safe. But again, I just think I need to clean this out. So I'm going to clean all this lava rock out of here, unfortunately. It's a really good idea. I really like the way it looks. Look how it really picks up that light, kind of really does kind of give it that Mustafar lava surface sort of
God, you're stupid.
Aesthetic. But you know what, it's got to go, man. It's got to go, because I think I want to put some more valuable Hot Toys down below it, and so I just can't risk having this kind of stuff filter down in some way, shape, or form. So anyway, we're gonna get the vacuum cleaner out and clean all this out, and then I don't know if I'm gonna repose these figures or not. I might just kind of clean the glass in here. But anyway, that's what I'm doing here. So I've got the stands removed from the shelf over there, and I've actually cleaned out the shelf. And you guys can see there was quite a bit of dust buildup in those shelves, and that wasn't a really good situation. Now that I'm looking at it, those lava rocks are actually kind of creating a natural dust situation inside of the shelf.
You are fucking dumb.
Kind of got it. I've kind of shown you guys this in sort of a mild sunbeam over here, so you can really see the dust build up there. So anyway, we won't be doing that again. Sometimes creating dioramic elements for high-end toys is there's a balance there, and there's a reason why maybe you shouldn't use real world materials such as rock when you're doing dioramas. I think foam core would have been a better choice on that one. But anyway, no worries. Everything seems okay. We'll get these dusted up and I get them back in the shelf. Just so you know, nothing goes to waste here on the Plastic Planet. I ran those lava rocks under the hose outside, under the hose faucet outside, and kind of got them all dusted off and put them in my all-natural guppy tank down here. And lava rock actually is a great kind of stone to put in a fish tank, because it kind of collects natural bacteria that kind of breaks down nitrates and ammonia in your fish tank. So anyway, this is not a fish tank channel, but I just thought I'd say that because kind of cool. So everything has a home around here. Look at my pretty guppies. They're so pretty boys. So we've learned so far today that lava rock in fish tanks is good, with Hot Toys figures is bad. So anyway, got everything all cleaned up here on this shelf, looking really good. I would like to do some reposing work on these guys, but I would need to get their accessories out, and their accessories are in their boxes, and I don't really want to dig down in the storage room today to get those boxes out, so I'm not going to do a lot of work with these guys. Anyway, they are kind of in static poses themselves, and I'd like to do something a little bit differently with them in the near future, but just not today. But looking good, looking real good, and it's much cleaner in here now, so that's the most important part. Alrighty guys, now that I've removed any potential hazards out of this particular detail, I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of some shelf moving here. I'm going to move my my old prequel Jedi Council members out of this particular shelf down here, and I'm probably going to move these guys completely out of this detolf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing General Grievous and my 2 battle droids down there, and then I'm going to put something really cool over here. So let's do that right now. I've got them moved out of the shelf here, and it's not too bad. It's pretty dusty, and there's a lot of lava rock granules down here. So that wasn't good, guys. That wasn't good at all. Look at all that.
Fucking moron.
So that was really dumb. But anyway, the figures seem okay. So yeah, the figures seem still really damn good. And they are awesome looking. These are all, of course, all old, late 2000s Sideshow collectibles. Order of the Jedi, I think that was the line they came out of 1/6 scale figures. They're looking really good. Maze, Kit Fisto, Plu Clone, Ayla Sakura, I think. So yeah, looking really damn awesome. I'm gonna have to dust these guys, but I'm gonna take some caution when I dust them, just in case there might be some of those little tiny lava rock granules on them. Cut. What moron does that? Anyway, live and learn, guys. Live and learn. It's okay. I'm not seeing any indication of any scratching on anything here. It's okay, but yeah, I'm still kind of like I don't know, kind of kicking myself a little bit for that. Alrighty, so this shelf is all cleaned up, really nice. Very dust free, and I also took all the figures off this one and cleaned this one up as well, and cleaned up this. This is actually a sunning stone for like pet reptiles. I got at Petco, and it works really good because it looks very much like the rocky terrain of Tatooine just outside of Jabba's palace. And you guys can visualize that iconic scene in your head there as they segue to a different scene in Return of the Jedi. You guys remember that. So anyway, that's really cool. I think these guys look really good. Dusted all that up. Looks really nice. It kind of pops there. Looking at my Sideshow Jawas back in the shelf as well. And I kind of moved them over to the corner a little bit here as I add back in my really cool Sideshow R5D4. Love this piece a lot. I think he is just epic. But these Jawas suck. I've complained about them before on the channel. I've never done a full formal review on them, but these are some of the worst things Sideshow ever put out, in my opinion. And that's saying a lot. Sideshow generally puts out pretty much quality, but these sucked with their hoods and everything, the light up features. I'm not even going to get into it, but anyway, I think it looks pretty good here on this shelf, multi-layered. As far as the display goes, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I didn't do too much change on here, just kind of moved some things around just a little bit. Put that center so I can see that a little better there. Yeah, looking really good. Yeah, that looks fantastic. I'm digging that. So I moved General Grievous and his 2 security battle droids over to their new home, and moved that kind of chintzy backdrop as well. That's just honestly, that's just painted packing styrofoam from an appliance we bought. I think it was from a refrigerator, my micro fridge down here to be precise. And I put a little space backdrop in the middle of it and kind of painted it. And I thought it looked okay, considering the figures kind of hide it. It's not something I'd want to put front and center. It's not exactly the best dioramic build I've ever attempted, but I think it looks okay. And so I put that. I managed to get that back over into the corner here, and I got the battle droids. And I actually took the battle droids off these stands. I'd had them on these old chintzy doll stands. And they just look like shit. Hopefully they stand okay. Sometimes the vibrations as I walk across the floor might cause things to fall over in here, and hopefully that's not the case. The battle droids never actually came with stands from Sideshow originally, so they don't have stands to go with them, but hopefully they stand okay. General Grievous is always a bear to pose. I've seen people do some really amazing things with this particular figure. This is the Sideshow Collectibles General Grievous that came out a number of years back. He comes with several different lightsaber hilts. I've talked about this before on the Plastic Planet. I could never get this guy, in some dynamic battle pose with his arms separated out in that like quad battle pose. I could never do that just because I have a hard enough time getting this guy in just kind of a pacing pose as I've got him here. He's just really, really hard to manipulate, and that stand that he came with does him no favors whatsoever. It's kind of a POS. The product engineering on General Grievous could have been a little bit better. Nevertheless, he's a very valuable figure. He's one of the most valuable figures I own in my collection. I think I've seen him listed. Now, listed is always different from what it would retail or sell at. Not retail at, but sell at. But I've seen him listed at almost $800. I don't know if anyone would actually buy him at $800. I certainly wouldn't. But I've seen him listed as high as $800 on eBay. So he's very valuable, and I want to keep him in good shape. So obviously, it was imperative that I got rid of all the lava rock in this diorama. So yeah. Anyway, really cool though. He's looking really good down here, and he'll be nice and safe in this corner down here, I think. So cool. All right, so this shelf is all good and done. What do you guys think? I think it came out pretty good. I used the glass cleaner on both sides of the detolf, inside and out. All the shelves are all cleaned up. I think it looks pretty good. I'm really happy with this shelf now. So I got one more shelf I'm going to do for you guys today, and that is this guy over here. We're going to work on this shelf, actually, the second to last one over there. So anyway, let's do it right now. All right, so first off, let's get this shelf a little bit more cleaned up. These are great figures. I need to work on my presentation in here a little bit too. I have that 8x10 backdrop that it kind of, from like a different angles, it kind of looks kind of cool. It kind of looks like she's like standing above it a little bit. But it kind of sucks. I need a full backdrop for this. Looks like I've got poster putty up here. I mean, Jesus Christ, knick-knack. That looks like shit. But anyway, I need to improve my presentation in here a little bit, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do that today. But let's at least get this cleaned up, and then I'm going to redo this shelf up here. And look, all the dust up there. Jesus Christ. Dramatic here, but that looks a little bit better. Kind of got in a little bit more of a dynamic pose. Kind of bent her knee a little bit. Pulled her Rebel blaster a little closer to her body. I think it looks pretty good. Over here with Han, I just kind of cleaned up his pose a little bit. I did kind of fluff his some of the fur, I guess, on his parka there, so it looks like it's a little windswept there as he's out on the plains of Hoth hunting probots. So looking pretty good. No complaints there. I mean, there's more I can do with this shelf, and I probably will in the near future, or distant future. Who knows? I'll probably forget all about to do it. But anyway, yeah, it looks okay for right now. So I bought this roll about a couple months ago. There's actually a detolf backdrop in this, and I'm going to put it in this shelf here, and hopefully it'll look okay.
You're going to fuck it up.
Alrighty guys, so I got the backdrop in there, okay, and I had to do it off camera because I'm my own cameraman, as you guys know, and there's no way I could multitask that one. I did accidentally put it in upside down.
Ha ha ha! I told you you'd fuck it up. Ha.
So I had to fix that, but it came out okay. It came out okay. So yeah, looking okay. I think it's looking pretty cool. So let's put some figs in there now. This is gonna be cool. If you guys have been a long-time viewer or subscriber, you guys know I've had this trio over on this corner of the room for quite a while now, and they look great over here. I don't have any complaints, but I really kind of feel like they need to be under some glass. So let's move all three of these over into that detail shelf I just cleared up and put that backdrop in. Hopefully it won't be too busy. I think 3 figures is a little much inside of one detail, but considering we got Wicket down there, I think that'll be okay. So, I mean, I don't want to hide anybody, but I think they'll look okay. Alrighty, guys, so I've moved them over onto the detail shelf. I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of busy, I admit it, with all those stands and all those accessories in there. It makes it a little bit busy on this shelf. I have been working on Wicket a little bit. This guy drives me nuts. I don't know. He just doesn't look as good as he should. The product photography for him looked, in my opinion, a lot different than what we ended up getting. So I've been kind of futzing with him with a toothbrush a little bit. No, not the one I brush my teeth with, but just a brand new, clean toothbrush, and just trying to get his fur to lay a little bit better. And I think I'm getting some results there. So I think it looks pretty good. I mean, decent. But anyway, overall, I like the shelf a lot. Again, I don't think it's a little bit busy, but if you look at the rest of the detail shelf, it's sort of complemented with a little bit more of a minimalist approach down here. Then you've got this shelf, which is pretty busy with a lot going on. This one's moderately busy right here, and then of course up here is totally minimalist. So again, I think all in all, I think it works together as a shelf. If I can back up just a little bit here, got shit all over the place if I don't step or trip on anything. But yeah, I think overall it works. This shelf works now. I like it a lot. It's better than it was anyway. Right, and this is just temporary. I moved these guys over here, back over in the corner where my indoor hot toy figures were previously. I'm not in love with this, but it works for right now. That doesn't look too awful, and I'm not as afraid of these characters being outside of glass and getting a little dusty. Not that they're garbage or anything; they're still great figs, but you know, they don't have the value that my hot toys do. So anyway, really cool though. Yeah, they look all right. Yeah, that looks fine. Alrighty guys, well that should wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me, you know, kind of dust off my shelves and kind of repost some of my action figures.
That was boring. What kind of video are you going to make next, Knick-Knack? One where you vacuum the house or trim your balls, perhaps?
Hopefully, it probably wasn't the most exciting thing ever, but I don't know. You know, there's dumber YouTube videos out there than this, I think. I'd hope so.
No, there isn't. This video sucks shit.
Thanks, Copa. Anyway, well, like I said, that should wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
You still haven't shown your new pickups yet, you fucking moron.
Oh yeah, I do. I do have some new pickups. Let's do that right now. Thanks, Copa.
Fuck you.
Alrighty, you guys. First up, I picked up Oily from X-Transbots. That's third-party Transformer. Of course, this is really supposed to be Wheelie, who's he's kind of gotten the reputation of being the Jar Jar Binks of the Star Wars or the Transformers universe. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I think he's pretty damn awesome. And again, this is not even going to be a full showcase of this figure today. I'm certainly not going to transform it. I just wanted to kind of show it off just briefly. I teased it on Knick-Knack Live last week. That's my Thursday night bi-monthly live stream here on the Plastic Planet. I did tease this figure in that live stream, and so here he is out of the box. Again, I'm going to be showing off how I'm going to be displaying him in a later video, but just for now, here's the figure, here's the box, and it's, you know, it's your standard fare X-Transbots sort of box. I do like the back side of that. That's pretty damn awesome. So anyway, really damn cool. There is the figure himself. He does come with his slingshot. I'll probably be having him posed in my display with the slingshot, but there he is with his blaster. He does, like I said, he does come with a slingshot. I guess I should have said that a little better, but yeah, he does come with a slingshot, but right now he has the gun. But anyway, I'll show you guys the slingshot when I have him up and displayed. So anyway, you know, pretty damn awesome. Nice looking figure. I'm pretty happy with him. Alrighty, and finally tonight, guys, I told you I didn't have a big haul at all to show off just because of the holidays and whatnot with other things going on in my life. I didn't have a lot of new collectibles to show off this week, but I did pick up this stupid bank, and I was scrolling through Facebook and actually saw a Facebook advertisement for it, and I just kind of felt like I needed this in my life. I actually ended up buying it off Amazon. But anyway, let's see if it works. I put the batteries in, but I haven't seen if it actually works with a coin. So let's try a dime first. Dimes are pretty lightweight. I don't know if it'll work, but let's try it. Put it right there. Maybe I need to press down on it. Yeah, I need to press down on it. Oh, that was so cool, guys. Let's do it one more time. This time, let's try a nickel. Let's try it again. I think again, I have to press down on it, but really cool. Oh, that was so awesome. And just timing when my gas fireplace kicked on right at the same time. So anyway, that was funny. But anyway, oh, that is so damn cool. That's so cool. Now, you guys want to see it again? Yeah, of course you want to see it again. Let's do it one more time. Third time. Let's do it one more time. That was so cool. And it does play a little different variation of the Godzilla theme music, which is so iconic each time you do it. Here he comes. Oh, wait. He brought back the nickel. I guess he only wanted 5 cents. He made change for me. He's cool. He's really cool. So there it is. There's the back. There's a 360 of it. Not much to see other than the front. But he is really cool. I kind of thought it would be bigger. It was one of those things when I got it. I got the box in the mail and I was like, oh, it's a lot smaller than I thought. I almost thought this thing would be like the size of a car battery or something. So that was a tiny bit disappointing. But maybe I should read the product description on it before I buy it. But it wouldn't have dissuaded me from buying it regardless. It is so damn awesome, and I only spent $23 on it, so really damn cool. There's the side art on the box. So yeah, pretty cool. If you guys happen to find this on Amazon or something and you need just something to put some change in, yeah, you can't go wrong with this. That's fucking awesome.